Well, the White House and BlackRock, the most powerful investment management firm on Wall Street, are now teaming up and forming a sort of merger, if you will. In fact, over the past year, BlackRock has covertly visited the White House on multiple occasions. Now, this merger should downright terrify you, especially considering that this business corporation has so much influence over the Biden administration. Now, before I dive into this information, I want to remind you, check out my partner at noblegoldinvestments.com. If you have not converted your 401k or even gotten a 401k, give them a call as soon as possible. They can help you out with that and back your investments in things like precious metals, gold, and silver. And right now, they're giving away this 3-ounce silver coin with any approved IRA or 401k. So give them a call today and let them know you heard it on Lisa Haven, or check them out on their website. All right, so what exactly are these covert, clandestine, secret meetings between BlackRock and the White House? And more specifically, have these close relationships between this investment firm, a mega wealthy, influential, and powerful investment firm, and the White House, is that relationship in any way influencing public policy, or even the other way around, giving BlackRock inside information to help their clients? Well, these are legit questions that desperately need answers. But let's start with this first article here on the EpicTimes.com, uncovering the White House's secret meetings with BlackRock. Now, the article goes on to state this: BlackRock's most powerful executives have conducted numerous in-person meetings with Biden's administration officials, occurring on a nearly monthly basis. The most frequent visiting executive has close personal relationships with several White House officials, and it appears as though he enjoys a concerning amount of access to delicate intelligence that could be used to shield BlackRock from investment risk. White House visitor logs show Thomas E. Donlon, chairman of BlackRock Investment Institute, BlackRock's personal think tank dedicated to assessing geopolitical investment risk, convened with the Biden administration officials at least 8 times from March 2021 to November 2021. Now, before I continue on this article, I want to give you a little bit of background on just who Thomas Donlon is. Take a look at his profile here, and this is the profile directly from BlackRock's website, and here it is: Thomas Donlon, the chairman of BlackRock Investment Institute. Now, he is chairman of the BlackRock Investment Institute. He served as the national security advisor to Barack Obama. In that capacity, he oversaw the U.S. National Security Council chief. He chaired the cabinet-level National Security Principles Committee. He provided the president's daily national security briefing and was responsible for the coordination and integration of the administration's foreign policy, their intelligence, and military efforts. Mr. Donlon also oversaw the White House's international economics, their cybersecurity, and international energy efforts. He served as the president's personal emissary to a number of world leaders, including Xi Jinping and Putin and the others that you see there. Now, a little more information goes on to say that he is among the nation's most experienced policy and presidential advisors. He has worked closely with and advised 3 presidents since his first position at the White House in 1977, working with the second worst president in the world, Carter, Biden being the first. But he served as Assistant Secretary of State, Chief of Staff at the U.S. Department of State during Clinton's administration. And of course, in conclusion, he is a member of the CFR, the Council on Foreign Relations, the Aspen Strategy Group, and there's that last one, the Trilateral Commission. So this guy's got a pretty powerful record. But again, why is some big corporation that has a lot of, pull, and again, is by far, right, the most powerful investment management firm on Wall Street to the tune of $10 trillion worth of assets, why are they having anything to do with any White House administration? But in fact, he's got more ties to the Biden administration than anyone else. And going back to that article on Epoch Times, I want to share a little bit more information, and that's this one here. But it goes on to talk about the White House visitor logs, right? Thomas E. Donlon has visited the administration White House at least 8 times between March 2021 and November 2021, right? But then it goes on to state this: because visitor log information is typically only made available several months after the meeting occurs, it's possible that Donlon has had additional meetings at the White House, obviously, that we don't yet know about. Yet, using the information that has been made available to date, records indicate that Donlon has met multiple times with special assistants to the White House Office of Cabinet Affairs, including Thomas Eisen, Salman Ragstar, and once with Seymour, the Deputy National Security Advisor for Cyber and Emerging Technology at the National Security Council. And not just them. In fact, one of the most curious things is he also met and had at least 4 one-on-one meetings with this young lady named Kimberly Lang, who we really don't know what this woman's job is, right, with the White House, because they haven't really given us a detailed information. Now, Mrs. Lang, by the way, was not only under Biden's administration, but she also had contacts with Thomas Donlon while under, Obama's administration. So just some interesting things there. Now, here's the White House logs in case you want to see the actual meetings there of Thomas Donlon, and you can see them all listed there and the dates that they had. But back to that Epoch Times article, they conclude with this: these meetings raise serious ethical concerns, especially in light of the stated mission of Donlon's BlackRock Investment Institute. According to their website, this is what it states: leverages the firm's expertise and generates proprietary research to provide insights on the global economy, the markets, the geopolitics, and long-term asset allocation to help our clients and portfolio managers navigate financial markets. So this is what they do, right? According to their own statement. In other words, it's Donlon's fiduciary responsibility to read the geopolitical tea leaves in order to help BlackRock clients earn a better return on their investment. Such a job would be substantially easier if one had access to regular meetings with officials closely plugged into foreign policy and security decision making, a benefit Donlon has clearly attained. The fact that an important figure there at BlackRock has access to the White House nearly on a monthly basis should leave someone screaming to answer the question: has BlackRock profited financially off of these relationships with the White House? And are they taking that information to get a cutting edge and help out their clients? I mean, really? How is any of that even legal? And the other part you have to ask yourself is, why is this relationship happening? And how is BlackRock, someone who we never voted into office, by the way, obviously, are they influencing public policy? You want to know something interesting? Is family members of Thomas Donlon there at BlackRock are also hired by the Biden administration. Take a look here so you can see what I'm talking about. Here's Thomas E. Donlon, his profile on Wikipedia. But what I want to show you there on the far side of the screen, furthest away from me, you could see, if you scroll down a little bit, his wife here, Kathy Russell, is the wife. He's got 2 children, one of those being Sarah Donlon. And then he also has a relative, his brother, Mike Donlon. Okay, so here are the names: Kathy, Mike, and Sarah, which isn't showing on here, but she's on there as well. But let's go on over to this Washington Post article from 2021, A Family Affair. Children and other relatives of Biden aides get administration Jobs. All right, let's go down a little bit. Kathy Russell, the wife of, again, this guy, Thomas Donlon, that's his wife. Kathy Russell, director of presidential personnel in the White House. Ooh, so she is the director of presidential personnel in the White House. Well, they have a daughter, Sarah Donlon, who graduated from college in 2012 and works on the White House National. She got hired recently as the White House National Security Council. Sarah Donlon's uncle, Mike Donlon, is a senior advisor to Biden in the White House. Regardless, right? We have a brother working, we have a child working, we have a wife working, and then we have these clandestine meetings, which we don't really know what is talked about in these meetings with Biden's administration and Thomas there. We don't really know what's being divulged. But either way, BlackRock is meeting with the White House. And Thomas isn't the only one at BlackRock meeting with the White House. Take a look here. 2 Biden aides will recuse on BlackRock issues as past ties pose questions. This is 2021. So here it is. Brian Deese, who until December 18th led sustainable investing at BlackRock, is Biden's pick to lead the White House National Economic Council. And Wally, who worked for BlackRock for just over 2 years, including as an intern chief of staff for the founder, Larry Fink, is slated to be the Deputy Treasury Secretary with a direct hand in shaping the Biden's administration's approach to financial regulations, which sucked, by the way. So much good that did for the United States of America, right? Right, but there's a lot of things you need to know, or I think you should know about BlackRock. And here's this article I found on that. BlackRock, the secret company that owns the world. This is on medium.com. I thought it had a great title. But anyway, founded by Larry Fink in 1988, BlackRock is the most powerful Wall Street fund in the world with, now it's 10 trillion, by the way, worth of assets under management. That's larger than the gross domestic product of every single country around the globe, with exception to China and the US. If you were to make $1 every second, you would be worth as much as BlackRock in about 240,000 years, right? It goes on. BlackRock's absurd liquidity means that if you look at just about every major publicly traded company in the world, you're going to find BlackRock is at first, second, or third place. Let me prove that to you. Let's go on over. Here's Apple Incorporated, and who are the top earners? BlackRock right there in second place. Let's go on over to Alphabet, Google. There's BlackRock. Let's go on over to Meta, Facebook, if you will. Oh, there's BlackRock. I can keep going over and over and over and over and over and over again with this, and I encourage you guys to do it, but BlackRock is always at the top. Again, I asked the question, has BlackRock profited financially from these important relationships with the White House over the years? And that's not my only concern. Obviously, there's so much more. And here's one little piece of the puzzle that I want to tell you to check out. BlackRock, and this is on the Epoch Times, sells out U.S. interests for personal favors in China. Consumer Group director says, wait now. In what ways? Well, I'm not going to get into the entire article, but one of them being BlackRock takes the position of net zero emissions future, right? They tell its company on their website that they're a climate transition. They want enormous investment opportunities. However, right, they only push that on U.S. companies. They have not taken the same approach with Chinese companies. And then it goes on to talk about the famous ESG, which is obviously supported back and pushed by this particular company, the Environmental, Social, and Governance Score, which is basically another way to socially score companies. That's what it is. And how different standards are pushed in America, or they're trying to push some of what China has over in America. But it's an intriguing article. But either way, if that is the case, and they're selling U.S. interests for personal favors in China, then we've got some real issues because, we're not exactly on good standing with China right now. Really something we should consider. But anyhow, if you really want more information on what's truly going on, get to restrictedrepublic.com. Right now, I am offering it to you for one of the cheapest annual rates that I have ever offered, and that's half off the entire first year. It amounts to about $3 and some change per month, but you've got to do it through the year subscription. Use the coupon code half off to take advantage of that. But on here, you get content with no commercials, no commercial content. You get exclusive stories. We post 5 videos a week exclusive to Restricted Republic. We do live stream off and on. And if you really want to know what's going on and start getting to the bottom of where truth resides, you have to start subscribing to these alternative platforms. So check it out at restrictedrepublic.com. Anyhow, I love all of you. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.